3 days into my vacay gets my gas station closed. So it's kinda still unfolding I guess, but on the 3rd day of my 2-week vacation I get a text asking what's going on at my job, a local gas station, as it has a sign saying it's closed for the next 4 days. After some digging, corporate came in and fired 3 people and transferred the assistant manager 2 days into the new manager starting. After that 4 more people walked. I knew I did a lot, but they couldn't last a week or till next order before everything fell apart. They have asked already if I can come back early. I've told them no, as the wedding hasn't happened, unless they wanna foot the bill for another trip. Now after the last person texted me saying they quit too, I don't think I'm going back, especially not for 13 an hour. Edit. Figured I'd clarify I'm not a manager or anything, I just work hard and help everyone else after I bust my stuff out. Guess they got to used to that. Second, it's an unpaid vacay. The only thing I'll miss out on is 14 hours of PTO if I leave. I went on a Caribbean cruise and had no mobile phone cover. I am cheap and refuse to pay for internet on the ship. I am on vacation. Got back after 7 days and my entire department's leadership was terminated. Place went into chaos. I did what every sane individual would do. I turned my phone off for 2 more days. If the business falls apart because one staff is out, someone is doing something very wrong. Oh wow, that's so horrible. I would love to help you out for 100% more of my base pay per person that left. Ask for a huge raise. This is what I like to hear. Businesses need to learn that operating on skeleton crews is no more. No more working 23 people jobs for the same wage. No more going above and beyond with no incentive in place. Good luck, find a better job, or ask for boatload of more dollar. I would ask for no less than $25 per hour. Turn off your phone. When you get back, threaten to quit. Ask for $40 per hour to help get things on track. Milk it as long as you can while looking for a new job. Opt that for sure is a when I return, maybe even a if I return problem. Enjoy your time off. Dealing with fallout like this. That's what upper management is for. The Pareto principle in action. 80/20ths. Or the 10 in a 100, whichever you want to call it. Basically, 20% of the workforce in a given company is doing 80% of the productive work. Or 10 people in a 100-person company are doing 90% of the work. So you were doing like 80% plus of the actual work needed to keep the gas station running. More info in the Pareto principle because it is neat. 80% of all hospital visits are by the same 20% of patients. 80% of all hospital revenue comes from 20% of visits. 80% of all hospital expenses are from 20% of visits. 20% of salespeople account for 80% of sales. 20% of customers account for 80% of revenue. The Pareto principle is recursive FOW. 20% of 20% account for 80% of 80%. 5% of employees account for 60% of IT tickets. Time for a renegotiation of your salary, my friend. Your labor just become exponentially more valuable. They better pay you more than $13. That's ridiculous. $13 an hour? To do what, might I ask? That's a criminally low wage. Damn. On one hand, I'm sorry, you probably have to find a new job. On the other hand, it must be so validating to know that a business can't function properly without you. Tears of joy. It's not your fault they can't run a business. Time to tell them to give you a manager position. Salary bump. Stick around there long enough to hire some people. Then quit and go somewhere else with your new title. Back in the day, I managed a gas station. I was pretty damn good at it and was the manager for 5 years. I went to college part-time during the entire 7 years I worked there. When I finished college, I left to pursue a job in my degree field. Over the next 3 years they went through 6 managers and eventually the owners sold the place because they couldn't deal with the turnover anymore. I always found it funny that I was a manager for 5 years and they couldn't replace me with anyone for more than 6 or so months. Guess I was pretty damn good at my job. Those other guys were there because you made their job easier by doing all of the work. They were never going to promote you because you were essentially the horse on Animal Farm. Is your vacation paid or unpaid? If it's paid, you may need to return so they don't try to get weird with your holiday pay. Check your contract or policy book for vacation pay. If your vacation is unpaid, do whatever you want. Get a new job. Ask for a raise. Or both or neither. What are they going to do? Not pay you for the time they didn't pay you? Sounds like you are walking back to a mess. It's time to bail and look for something else. You don't want to deal with this, is not your problem. Looks like they need to at least double your pay to come back. Maybe even triple. You're probably not going to stick around long anyways if the place falls apart without you. You gouge while you can.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.